Welcome back to the Vegan Test Kitchen, everyone. Today we're making a fun little appetizer, making a scallion flatbread. We're going to be grilling it on a cast iron skillet. We're making a savory dipping sauce to go along with it. It's going to be great. So, as always, all the ingredients that you need are listed below. Let's get started. Now, if you're like me and you don't have toasted sesame oil on hand, but you do have sesame oil, go ahead and grab 2 teaspoons. We're going to toast it ourselves. That's the first thing you want to do. We're going to put this on a medium heat, let it get hot before we put our oil in. Now you want to constantly turn this because we want to be careful that it doesn't burn. We're going to wait till it gets nice and fragrant, turns a little bit of a darker color. Alright, now that our sesame oil is toasted, we're going to let it cool. And in the meantime, we're going to start chopping our scallions. Alright, you only need 5 scallions. So once you got those, we're going to chop off just the green, about 1/2 inch pieces. While we have our cutting board out, let's go ahead and grab a piece of ginger. You're going to need a 1/2 teaspoon of grated, small as you can, ginger. This is for our dipping sauce, so we're just going to set this whole thing aside because we're going to start on our dough. In a large bowl, you're going to need a cup of whole wheat flour and a cup of all-purpose. And we're going to mix in our sugar and salt. Now we're going to pour in our sesame oil and our 2 tablespoons of peanut oil. We're going to mix this until it gets crumbly. Okay, now we're going to stir in our scallions. And then we're going to get 3/4 cup of warm water. We're only going to throw in 1/2 cup at the moment. And then we're going to slowly add the rest depending on the consistency. Now the idea is to get this into a soft, non-sticky dough. Alright, I think we are there. Now we're going to create a lightly floured surface because we're going to roll this dough out. We're going to knead this until it's smooth. Alright. Scallions keep running away. Get in there. Okay, we're going to roll this into a thick rope. And we're going to create 8 equal pieces. Alright, so we have our 8 pieces. Grab our bowl. We're going to put about a tablespoon of oil. And we're going to roll these into a ball. And we're going to coat each of these in the oil. Alright, these are nice and coated. And we're going to cover this with a damp dish towel, or if you're like me, just use some paper towels. We're going to let this sit for at least 10 minutes before we start doing everything else. Fun fact! Green onions, or scallions, are native to Asia, are in season all year long, and are pretty much the teenager of the onion family. Scallions are great for your eyes because they contain carotenoids, including vitamin A, which plays a big role in healthy vision. Green onions also include the dynamic duo of vitamin C and K, which work in tandem to bring you healthy bones by synthesizing collagen and utilizing the calcium they need. Grab a cast iron skillet or just a heavy bottom pan if that's all you got. And we're going to heat this over a medium-high heat. While this is preheating, we're going to start on our dough balls. So what you want to do, you're going to need to prep some stuff. Get a plate and then get some wax paper, or you can lightly flour this. But you want to be able to put these flatbreads on top of each other and not stick. So do what you got to do. Don't know why I always wear black when I deal with flour. You're going to take each of these dough balls. I'm going to use a rolling pin. And we're going to flatten this into a circle as thin as we can make it. grab a little bowl of peanut oil, grab a pastry brush, and you're gonna coat this whole side with the oil. Then we're gonna take this, make it into a half circle, and repeat. Make this into a triangle, and then we're gonna stretch this out back into a circle as thin as possible, or whatever shape you can do. Personally, I think it's more rustic if it's not exactly a circle. Stick it on our wax paper, and repeat. All right, now that we have our 8 flatbreads ready to grill, we're gonna brush each of these sides with more peanut oil. And we're gonna grill this for about 2 minutes until it starts bubbling up. We're gonna flip, give it a good pat just once, and we're gonna let it do its thing for about another minute. Now the key is to make sure this is lightly puffed and not too hard. So this is my first one. It is slightly puffed, but I might go for less time coming up. All right, I'm gonna put it in a bowl with a damp towel. I'm just gonna keep piling them on each other. All right, now that these are done, let's do our dipping sauce. It'll only take a few seconds. All right, in this bowl we have our soy sauce and our rice vinegar, and in this one we have our sugar, sesame seeds, and our ginger. We're just gonna mix all this together. Let's try it. I'm pretty excited about these. I've never made flatbread before. Nice and soft. I'm gonna try this dipping sauce. I'm a sauce person. Give me any sauce, I'll dip anything in it. With this sauce, of course, it has that soy sauce base to it. That nice ginger. You can see the layers. Yeah, I'm a fan. The grill marks give it a nice little char taste. Go light on the dipping sauce. I mean, it's a strong flavor, so you don't really need a super strong sauce with this. It's a good basic flatbread, especially when you hit the little green onions hidden in there. It's a nice little surprise. I guess it's not too much of a surprise. It's pretty visible. Just like it says in the cookbook, this would be a perfect little appetizer for any kind of Asian-inspired meal. I'm a fan, and I think you will be too. I hope you liked what you saw. If you did, hit a thumbs up. I would love you for it. And make sure to subscribe and comment and share and all that good stuff. I will see you all next time. Are in season all year long and are basically the teenager blah 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 blah. Hit the top.